Good afternoon and welcome to live basketball.tv and BBL playoff action live from Plymouth Pavilions. This tie brings together their league's 8th place finishers with the champions as Plymouth Raiders take on London Lions. Plymouth have reached the playoffs for the first time since the 2012-13 season and will be looking to cause an upset against the London Lions side that led the BBL from start to finish this time around. I have Raiders coach Paul Nicholson beside me. Paul, what a season we had. How have you enjoyed the playoffs so far?
Well, to be fair, I've watched a couple of games. I managed to catch both games yesterday, both pretty close affairs, over two legs. What you want to really as a fan and as a neutral, you want to be in a position where the second leg is competitive and is relevant. So far we've had that with every playoff game. Everything's relevant. Next game's the big ones.
They are indeed. London come here as the favourites, but it may be harder for them than some people think.
Yeah, you know, look, they smashed the league, only lost 6 games. Raiders got in on 8th, but this is the playoffs. This is a whole different ball game now. This is the playoffs. This is where big players show that they're big players, and this is where everyone has to step up. You know, it's been a long, long time since an 8th seed team has taken over a top seed team. You know, you're talking over 10 years since that's happened. And I'll tell you what now, Raiders think, those players out there today, they think it's going to happen today.
We talk about big players. One big player, Dante Nicholas, player of the month once again for the 3rd time this season. He's going to be a big importance for Raiders today.
Yeah, unbelievable. He's had one crazy season. He's getting stats left, right and centre. You know, all you got to do is just get online, have a look at the stat sheet, have a look at the leaders, and you're not going to find him far off every single column. You know, he's fifth in the league on points, he's third in the league in assists, second in the league in rebounds a game, first in the league in steals, first in the league in fouls on, and he's first in the league in free throws made. Absolutely ridiculous season for Dante Nicholas.
Well, both teams almost ready to come out onto the court. Starting fives for both sides. For the London Lions, number 9, Ladarius Tab, number 15, Kevin Bristol, number 22, Brandon Peele, number 23, Jordan Spencer, and number 10, Justin Robinson. And for the Plymouth Raiders, number 4, Josh Wilshere, number 12, Devontavious Payne, number 15, Dante Nicholas, number 22, Rashad Hassan, and number 52, Jonas Järveläinen.
There's some big game players in both of these teams. You know, the depth of the London Lions squad. You know, well, what can I say?
What can you say?
Six losses, like 6 losses in the BBL season. Their depth has brought them those results. You know, they've done absolutely fantastic. But you've got the likes of Justin Robinson, who's second in the league in scoring. He is a big game player. You know, you have to control Justin Robinson if you've got any chance of bringing this close by the end of the final buzzer.
And that's what the Raiders are looking to do. Hassan winning the first tip and getting the ball back. Raiders will look to open the scoring. Ball kept there by Järveläinen. Looks to play in the early three.
That's how you start a basketball game. Nearly causes a turnover, pulls up an off-balance free from the top and knocks it down. What a start.
Robinson to Peele. Hassan jumping with him, giving away the foul.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of eyes on this game from all around the league. There's certainly going to be people tuned in from everywhere, because London Lions have just played fantastic basketball this season. And then you look at your Plymouth Raiders, and you've got 3 guys who are absolute world beaters on their day, with Hassan, Dante, and Josh Wilshere. So you've got a really interesting battle ahead.
We do indeed. Brandon Peele, 1 from 2. From the strip, 3-1 Raiders, 40 seconds in. Wilshere to Payne. Järveläinen looking to shoot again. No, wasn't going to go.
Yeah, heat check there for Järveläinen. Oh, nice cut. Yeah. Sorry, interrupt you there. Lovely cut from Justin Robinson. Read the defense really well as they faked the handoff.
3 points apiece. Payne to Hassan. Wilshere turning. Dante with some room. Slapped away. Tab says no, and it comes to Spencer. Going all the way around. Too much on that one. Picked back up. And kept him well. Lions still with it. Good play.
Yeah, nice positive start from London Lions. Moving the ball pretty nicely. Getting them the looks they would want right now. Nothing contested so far.
Payne out to Nicholas. Puts in the 2 with the and 1. Good energetic start from both sides. And it's of vital importance that the Raiders don't let London Lions get into their stride.
Yeah, London Lions have come prepared for this. They arrived in Plymouth last night. They were training at a facility in Plymouth today, not far from here. And that's rare for an away team to do that in the BBL. Most of them come down on the same day. So they come in here fully prepared, fully rested, ready to play.
Spencer putting that one away. Goes through the day for the Lions. The Lions. Painful indeed. Nothing doing that time. Easy inside for the Lions again.
Yeah, pretty easy move there for Bristow. He's not, he's not the biggest scorer for London Lions. They've got other guys that do that, but you give him the chance under the basket, he's going to make it count.
Nicholas drawing another foul, that won't count. Yeah, Bristol likes to make a nuisance of himself, first in blocks in the league.
Yeah, no, he's a big part of this Lions team. He's pretty agile for a big guy. He grabs a lot of rebounds, just like Peel does as well, and Tab. It's going to be an interesting battle.
Nicholas looking to spin. Tab taking it away from him. Easy put down.
That was pretty low key for Tab, to be fair.
Lions already leading by 7. Payne looking to reduce the arrears. Robinson. And Tab something out of play, I think.
Yeah, Lions doing a really good job on defense. You can see them trying a couple of times now, just doubling up on point guard Josh Wiltshire, forcing Raiders to move the ball, and they're getting open free shots, but they're not in rhythm of their offense, so they just need to settle down a little bit and have a little bit more composure in the looks of the basket.
Hassan. Gonna put that one in. Paul James may want to call a timeout soon because Raiders are getting pulled apart here at the moment. Time with another throwdown. 5:14. Ball gone in this first quarter for the Raiders. Struggling to shoot the ball. Lions doing well in possession, defence rather. Ravalainen.
Oh my days, Tab, how do you stop him at the moment? He is getting anything he wants in transition. The ball is coming to him with absolute ease, and he is getting all the looks you want. You don't want to let someone like Tab run the floor.
The Raiders are struggling to cope at the moment. Lions taking advantage. Tab taking advantage there, 1 from 2. Second to come. Touchdown them both.
Really fast-paced start from the London Lions, and they're the sort of team that can keep that up for 40 minutes.
Hassan. Good rebound from Peel. Bristol fading away, easy two. There's that timeout from Paul James.
Yeah, they're just not looking organised right now, Plymouth Raiders. The London Lions sort of defence has really disrupted them. Looking at Vince McCauley on the bench, he is absolutely hyped right now. Plymouth Raiders are just looking off the pace a little bit right now. They're going to have to control this early stage of the game, because if they go down by big digits here, then it's going to be a real problem. Like I said at the beginning, you want to be going into the second leg in a position where you can still win a ball game.
Yeah, Raiders 11 points down already. 7-18. It's tough when you've got London Lions coming here, full of energy, coming off the back of a fantastic league win.
They just look like they want this more. Right now they look like they want it more. Because Raiders match up very well against London Lions. They've beaten them, I believe, with their first home game of the season here. I remember I was sitting here with owner Richard Mollard, and we had a conversation, and I said to him, London Lions are winning this league, they look fantastic. But on that day, Raiders done the number on them, and they came close when they played them later on in the season. They do match up well against London Lions, but right now Lions want it more than Raiders, and it's shown on the court.
Yeah, the fixtures this season. Second game of the season, Raiders 95-88. 17th of March, Raiders 67-93. That was a tough one. London 99-92 is the last time these guys played. UBR's checked in for
nice spin move.
What a great spin from UBR.
Yeah, very good. Just injecting a little bit of energy to the Raiders' offense, Denzel Ubiaro.
Spencer to Peel. Nicholas doing well. Winning the ball back, losing it, thought he was fouled. Spencer and Tab.
Unfortunately, Dante Nicholas, you don't have time to have the conversation with the ref about that. And it looked like a foul from here where I was. But you've got to get back on defense. You haven't got time to put your hands up in the air, and you've got to get back. You've got to hustle and put yourself in a better position.
Yeah, so Ladarius Tab with another 2 chances from the line. Paul Gage checking in for the Lions.
Again, it looks like someone was holding down Dante Nicholas on that rebound. You know, he's a double-double machine right now in the league, and you can see Lions are really trying to force him off the boards, and legally or illegally doing that, it seems to be working right now.
Yarwell checks back into the game as well. Machado Zan takes a seat. Ubiaro from Wilshire. Great transitional playing. Paul Gay just running out. Couldn't sort his feet out. Couldn't sort his hands out.
Yeah, just a little bit too far there on the bullet pass, but Raiders are going to need that, because right now they need to get a few scores, and they've got to get a few stops along the way, because London are looking at their absolute best right now.
Lava lining with the miss there. Spencer. Robinson up against Payne. Quick feet. Finding Gate. Ball being juggled up in the air. Yabalana comes away with it, gets sat down, picks it up. And here comes Josh Wilshire. And Payne rolling away, didn't go in. Spencer coming away. The Lions look so dangerous in transition.
Yeah, every time Raiders miss, you've got to watch out, because Lions are down that court in just minimal seconds, and they're getting easy looks at the paint.
Payne. Ubiaro and Under's got to make that one fouled. .320 to go in this first quarter. Raiders 9, Lions 21.
Yeah, that's a really, really strong start from Lions. They're running the floor really well. They're playing solid defense, and they're trying to get this playoff game over and done with in one quarter.
Joe Kinwim in for the Lions. Ubiaro 2 from 2. Raiders into double digits. The Lions really going to work. Raiders struggling to stem the flow at the moment. What a pass! Bristol putting down the 2. Easy as you like for the London Lions at the moment.
Yeah, Bristol wide open underneath the basket. Defense caught off guard Plymouth Raiders, and paid the consequences.
Nicholas can't gather the ball there. Akinwim. and Järveläinen.
Yeah, good hustle from Järveläinen while just watching the other players stroll back on defense now. Just the intensity didn't seem to be there from everyone. Raiders just need to get a little bit more organised on defense.
Robertson, Gade up against Nicholas.
There you go. Good stance there from Dante Nicholas.
There's Peel in for Bristol. The Raiders have just managed to get a couple of stops in the last minute or two, but not really doing much with them.
Yeah, right now they're in a position where it's got to be done at both ends, and Lions' defense is absolutely fantastic right now. They're rotating really well, and they're forcing Raiders to have options that they don't want.
So Raiders ball from up here, it didn't look like it. The Lions defense standing strong once again. Wilshere from deep. Rolls away, Shelton couldn't pick up. Spencer. Nicholas rebounding. Shelton.
Going to go to the line for two. Drawing another foul. I think, is that the second on Peel, or is this first? Just need to quickly check that one.
That's the second.
Yeah, 2 on Brandon Peel, and timeout London Lions. It seems like Raiders are clawing it back in on the defensive end. They're getting stops now. They look like they're playing a little bit more intensity. But on the offensive end, they've just got to do the job. You know, everyone needs to buy into the intensity. Everyone needs to say, hold up a minute, it's early days, it's the first quarter. Let's pull it together a little bit more. Let's try and claw ourselves back in this game, and once we get back to single digits, we're in a better position.
Are we expecting London to really come here and show this much intensity in this first
Like
quarter?
I said, they were really prepared. You don't see very often a travelling team in the BBL, unless you're going from Plymouth up to Scotland or anything like that. You don't really see guys stay in the night before. They stayed the night before. They booked out a full court at the Plymouth Life Centre, and they were having a workout this morning whilst I was eating my cornflakes. You know, they're ready. They are ready for today.
Plymouth Raiders 11, London Lions 23. Just under 2 to go in this first quarter.
A big shout out to the London Lions social media. Can see them now on Twitter. They're keeping their fans updated, the ones who couldn't make it down to Plymouth. First one's good for Sean Shelton.
Could come down to the 3 free throws at the end of the day, so it's important each one of these goes in for both sides.
Nice double team there, but the foul's drawn on Spencer. See what Raiders are doing there, trying to double Spencer in the corner, making the passes a little bit more difficult. Oh no, out of bounds, not a foul. My apologies.
Gade going down the lane. Thought Ubiyara had done well in the first instance, but I think it was him that gave away the foul. Missing the first. 1 from 2. Paul Gade's first points of the day. Tolo Kiki's checked in for the Raiders as well. Josh Wilshire. Dante Nicholas going down the lane, pulling down the 2.
Yeah, smart move there. Lions jumping on the fake from the 3-point shot, takes a straight pass into the hole.
Raiders looking to match Lions' intensity. Akinwim. Andre Lockhart to Peel. I think Denzel was having his UBR was having his shirt pulled there, was he?
Yeah, it's going to go Raiders possession. Vince McCauley not too impressed. He believes that was a... no, he doesn't believe it was a 50-50, but he believes it was more like a 60-40 in favour of himself. But you know, as a coach, you're not going to be standing up saying, yeah, you're right, that was on us. My bad.
Reds with the chance now to get it back to 7.
Yeah, that would be big if they can get into the end of this first quarter on keep it single digits after the way the game started. I think you can only take what you can, and you would certainly take that right now.
Nicholas fouled there. UBI missing both,
and that's on Peel as well, and that's Peel's third.
Denzel UBI getting a bit of a reprieve then.
Yeah, it's rare for Denzel to be missing free throws. He spends a lot of time shooting those in his own time, and it is very, very surprised to see him miss 2 and out 2.
I think that foul went on a Kingman.
Oh, Peel got away with that one. Peel certainly got away with that.
You could see him going, "Oh, me? You sure?" Nicholas put the ball the other way, back in within 7.
Good defensive stance from Raiders, trying to slow down the London team.
Spence around the outside. Lockhart straight into trouble. Wilshire. Okiki! Putting away the 3-ball, getting Raiders within 4. They've got to do work defensively though, because Peel's come up the other end. Big block. Akinwim. And Lockhart.
You would have thought that was a game-winning play at the end of the 4th by the sound of this Plymouth Pavilions cows. Raiders needed that. They needed that intensity right there.
Crazy. Right, at the end of the first quarter, it's Plymouth Raiders 20, London Lions 24. Welcome back to the Plymouth Pavilions here on live basketball.tv and BBL YouTube. It's Plymouth Raiders 20, London Lions 24. And with the feeling in Pavilions there, like you just said, it feels like the end of the game.
Yeah, the Pavilions crowd, they are up for it today, and you can hear the noise in this arena. You may not get it at the TV screens at home because they do tone it down, and they had to tone it down, but the noise here is unbelievable.
That genuinely felt like a game-winning play.
What you've got to do is take everything for what it is, and London Lions had a phenomenal lead at the beginning. They had a really strong first quarter, And for Raiders to come back and bring it into a 4-point game, it's just what they needed. And now both teams are back on level playing.
The London Lions' biggest lead, 12. Now only a third of that. And Raiders straight up into the offensive end early. Dante Nicholas missing a two, would have liked to hit.
The speed of Spencer then. But
Nicholas, great turn. Putting that one away. Raiders in within 2. What can the Lions come up with? Tab. Spencer to a Kimwim. A Kimwim again. Nothing to it for him. Okiki comes away with it.
Yeah, big defensive play from Plymouth Raiders.
What an atmosphere in here now.
Yeah, got the opportunity now to go level or take the lead, but Peel with a strong defence.
Yeah, poor shot choice from Josh Wilshire. Spencer. Lockhart. Thought to shoot, elected against it. That one will fall short. Wilshire tried to grab it off of Peel. Spencer went all the way and Raiders come away with it again. Just Wilshire bouncing to Shelton. Great defence. Was it? No, Kimwin with the foul.
Yeah, Raiders would be happy with fouls right now. Yeah, they're starting to stack up for the London Lions and they're starting to bring in their rotations in probably not the order they would normally do so because of that.
So Kimwim's third foul of the day.
Yeah, the crowd is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable here. The noise is through the roof. Yeah, I was speaking to one of the co-owners, Ross McKenzie, at the beginning of the game, and it was a very fair comment, and it was a very simple comment, and it was every player on Plymouth Raiders roster has to step up today. And right now, everyone who's come onto the court has done that.
And they have done really well to match the Lions' intensity in the first instance. Peel stepping back. That will go.
Yeah, nice shot from Brandon Peel. He's very, very dangerous player on both ends of the court.
To Nicholas. It's not his favourite position, Dante Nicholas, and you could tell there, foul called.
Yeah, it's not Dante can shoot the free ball. It's not his go-to option, and Lions know that. I think they would prefer him to take a 3-point shot than he would do attack the basket. So they step off him a little bit on their rotations, and sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't.
Peel out to Robinson, Lockhart receiving. Peel, good area for him. At that time, Dante Nicholas coming away with it. Ubiaro all the way. Great drive.
Yeah, really good game so far from Denzel Ubiaro. But Justin Robinson just takes it to the hole with ease, kicks it out. Easy play for Lions. That was smooth.
Okoro knocking that one down. Lions lead back up to 4. Dante Nicholas directing traffic, finding the lane. Okoro defending and giving away the foul.
Yeah, they'll take another foul, Plymouth Raiders. They will certainly take another foul.
What an advert for the BBL this is.
No, look, this is a solid game. This shows how competitive the BBL is this season, with top seed London Lions taking an 8th seed Plymouth Raiders. You know, in most leagues across the world, in the playoff setups, when the first seed takes on the last seed of the playoffs,
it's a given.
You normally know what's going to happen. And to be fair, 5 minutes into the game, you thought the same was happening here. But they dug deep. They pulled it out of the bag, and Paul James decided to straight back in it.
Nicholas missing that first one. Yeah, there was so many permutations to who could finish 5th down to 8th. You know, Raiders, if they'd beaten Glasgow in their final game of the season, They're in 5th and they're playing a completely different side.
But
it's very close.
The conversation I was having with certain people on that Glasgow game is I actually think Plymouth Raiders are matched up a little bit better with London Lions than they are London Royals, and to finish 8th may even put them in a better chance to make the next round of the playoffs.
(26-29) favour of the away side. Lockhart going to the hoop, jumping now on a go. No count rather.
Interesting call there. It seemed very 50-50, and Lockhart used his arm to create some space as he got to the hole, and it looked like the contact was in the other direction. But tough call. Lions to the line for 2. Oh, sorry, for 1. Basket good.
With a chance for the M1. Doesn't go. Lions pick it back up. And Lockhart misses for 1. Comes away with the 2. The buzz that was created at the end of the first quarter just ebbing away slightly. The Raiders once again. Shelton, tough shot.
Nice move from Sean Shelton. You know, he doesn't get the most minutes of the season so far, but he stepped up today.
Bristol to have great gather. Just trying to decipher what's happened here.
Well, it looked like a foul on the floor because the whistle was blown when the power move was done and the dribble went down on the floor. But then the shot went up and it's gone in. But it looks like they've counted basket good and 1 free throw to come.
Nicholas rebounding. But Tab's missed there. Leaping up high. Getting the ball back out to Akiki. Tab closing him down. Span well. And off Bristol for a Raiders ball.
Game's starting to get a little bit physical now between both teams, and you find with these two-legged affairs that, you know, this could be a sign of things to come if it's a close game.
Dante Nicholas. It's that free shot again. Rebounded from Okiki. Raiders getting away with it there.
Yeah, they're stepping back off him again. But all it takes is 1 free ball to drop for Dante, and then they'll start pushing up on defense. And when they push up and on defense, that's going to give them the all clear to go to the basket. So you don't blame him for shooting that. It's, you know, it's going to help out the offensive sets if the defense start closing out Raiders a little bit more.
Hassan backing into Bristol, foul again. Lions are starting to rack up these fouls.
They certainly are, and that's only going to favour Plymouth. So what you're noticing now is Plymouth starting going down the lanes a little bit more. They're rotating the basketball to try and draw people out, swinging it again, trying to catch the defense off guard, and they just want to go to the hoop. They want to draw more fouls. They want to put London in a position where they know that every time they do foul someone, Raiders get the chance for 2 free throws.
Dante Nicholas, 9 points. 5 rebounds, all defensive, 1 assist, 5 fouls on.
Oh, I'm done talking about his stats. He's just, look, let me know when he has a bad game and then we'll have a conversation.
Alan rolls away and Raiders going to another one.
Yeah, it's going to be another foul. This is what I said earlier. In the free throws, they're being too physical and holding back Dante Nicholas. And the referees are seeing it all right now. That was a risky pass from Plymouth Raiders. Hassan was doubled up in the low post and they're trying to throw it into him. There were 2 guys on him. I know you want Hassan with the ball in the low post, but find another way around to get it there.
Nicholas. 10 on the shot clock. Payne. Ubiaro drops! (32-35). Okoro. Robinson 5 on the shot clock.
Oh, nice move.
What a play from Robinson.
Robinson splitting the defence, parting like the Red Sea. I'm coming through. Easy finish for him in the end.
No show to Hassan, another foul. This time.
If you're Plymouth Raiders right now, if you're Paul James and you're these players, it's not the most entertaining basketball for the crowd watching all these fouls, but this is what you want. You certainly want more fouls from the London Lions.
There's Larkai. Chedton about 20 seconds ago makes his first foul. They've got Bristol up to 3, Akinwum up to 3. Robertson, Ubiaro, Hassan and Payne all on 2. Just become a little bit harder for the Lions. More recently, Hassan, clinical as ever from free throw territory. Timeout Lions. So 34-37 in favour of the Lions.
Yeah, this is good for Plymouth Raiders right now. They want to keep it tight. They want to keep it close. If it was me, I'd keep going to the line. I'd keep attacking the basket, keep drawing the fouls. That seems to be working right now. Defensively, it's tough to stop Lions. You like Sir Robinson is just an A-class player. You have to contain him for as much as you can and just live with it. And he's going to get his looks. He's going to get nice passes off. Is whether or not the guys he passes will make the shots. And if you can maybe keep him under 20 points in a game, you've done a pretty good job. But no, we've got a real game on our hands so far.
Absolutely. 5 minutes left to go in this first half, or in this first quarter of the tie, if you see it like that.
This is a thing with this sort of game. You won't really see it until the fourth quarter, but you just play it a little bit differently because it's an 80-minute game. It's not a 40-minute game now. Because it's not done like a best of 3 or anything like that. It's 2 games, add the scores up, winner takes it. So come the fourth quarter, when you see teams tactically fouling, slowing down or speeding up for whatever reason, you're not quite going to get that. They want to get as many points as possible. They want to start getting as many points as possible, and they want to, if you're Raiders, and I think if you're a Raiders fan and you're the 8th seed of the playoffs, you're playing the number 1 seed of the playoffs, if you can go into the second leg in a single-digit game, you'd be relatively happy come the fourth quarter. You're in a position where you can still win it, but you don't want to have your home tie down by double digits going into the home tie at London. That's going to be a tough place to be if you're down double to start the game.
Absolutely. A real physical battle as well as a psychological one out on the court. Tab on the deck. Hassan never really going to shoot from there. Ubiaro. 5 on the shot clock. Adekoya stepping back.
Yeah, a bit of an offensive breakdown there from when Hassan tried the handoff and it didn't come, and then they had to adjust, and they forced him getting a tough shot off with the shot clock running down. It's not ideal for the Plymouth Raiders offense.
And Akinwum with the 2.
Lions looking to take a little bit more control of the game now. Just they've got strength, they've got size, and they're showing that in the paint.
Wilshere foul by Kim Wim. That'll be his fourth.
No, it looks like it's 2 fouls there, so it's not on a Kim Wim. Funny feeling that was on Lockhart when he came through, potentially. But either way, it's another player on another foul, and it's team fouls now for the London Lions, meaning Raiders are going to go to the free throw line every time with still 3:50 left to play in the second quarter.
Oh, no, I've completely misread my sheet. It was on Larkai.
Don't worry about it. I'll let you off, it's fine.
Cheers, man. (35-39). 3:40 to go in the first half of the first leg. Robinson's just finding those gaps really easily in the Raiders' defence.
Yeah, what Robinson does really well, it's like the ball's just attached to a bit of string on his hand, and he can just move it around as he pleases under any amount of pressure, finds the lane, and that was the best scenario for that situation because he's gonna get looks. He missed it, Raiders got the rebound, and then Robson draws a foul as well. You get Robinson in foul trouble, and you've got a whole different London Lions team.
Adekoya missing that first free throw.
Very important. You got to make these count. There's nothing worse than finishing a game in the fourth quarter and knowing that you've missed more free throws and the gap between you and the winning team at the end of it. It's a tough pill to swallow.
Adekoya making good with his second 3-point game. Larkai and Nicholas rebounding. Wilshere, easy as you like now, just finding those gaps. Spencer just walked through, and Ubiara thought he'd knocked it off Peel.
Yeah, I thought he did too. It seemed like ref saying he got his foot on the line. It looked like he threw it against Peel, but Josh is doing a fantastic job right now. Josh is coming over and he's saying, look, come on, just play defense, let's get on with it. We got a game to play right now. We don't want to be worried about arguing with referees in this position here. Offensive foul called. Raiders back to the free throw line.
Listen to that.
Going nuts.
Listen to that.
I've got a friend of mine, right, who's watching all the way from Colorado right now at Adams State University, and I think he can hear the noise at Pavilions.
The Raiders with a chance to go into the lead for the first time since that Yarvalainen 3-point.
And you thought that was noisy? If they take the lead in this game, you wait till you hear this place.
Let's have a listen. Hassan backing in, 2 against him. Nicholas out to Wilshere, up against Lockhart. Nicholas will have to go for that free ball again. Can he make it this time? Larkai picks up.
Yeah, 0 from 3 for Dante on the 3-point line. Oh, not sure the call is here from the ref.
Let's see what this is all about.
No, just trying to understand what happened there. I think there could have been an issue regarding the clock on that. But either way, it's going to be Lions ball. It's still a 1-point game. Onto the court comes Zach Wells.
Great reception for Zach Wells. Suffered that injury. Concussed. Thought it could have been a season ender. But he's back and looking to make his mark in the playoffs. Peel. Lamar Roberts spent too long on the ball there, out of time, and again with a chance for the Raiders to go into the lead.
And you know what that was? That was Zach Wells' defense down in the low post. He'd done a great job in getting in front of his man. He protected the pass from coming out every time he pivoted. Great presence inside from him then.
And that's what you get with the height, the long arms of Zach Wells. Here's Josh Wilshire. All the way around, Josh Wilshire in! Raiders into the lead. Lions on transition, what can they do? It's Peel.
Nice shot,
Yeah,
tough angle, real tough angle.
Great job by Lockhart.
Just silencing the crowd here for a small moment.
What a feeling in pavilions. It's going to get even better if Josh Wilshire puts that one in. Oh, the sound from headphones. It's worth it for this game.
Zach Wells has got to come back on defense quickly.
Okoro, surely that's an offensive foul. Dante Nicholas celebrates on the floor, helps up both his teammates.
You've got a real turnaround here at Plymouth Pavilions. So London Lions have just been caught off guard, and the intensity of Raiders. Where was this in the first 5 minutes of the basketball game? I think that first 5 minutes was well needed from Plymouth Raiders. Just to go down by that much has gone, hold up a minute. We got to step it up. We're in the playoffs now. Like I said, this is rare territory for Plymouth Raiders. 6 years since the last playoff appearance. If they can go in and come away with something on this game here, they're really setting the tone.
Wilshire going all the way again. Easy two. 40 seconds to go. Lions will be looking for a response before the end of this half.
Oh, big screen there. Denzel Ubiaro.
Benson to Lockhart. Peel. Larkai picks it up, great shot.
Yeah, good putback there from Larkai. 19 seconds on the go. Raiders going to be looking at one possession to go into the half, leading this. Lions defense says different. Here comes a double team. Josh Wilshire slips it.
Ubiaro, 5 seconds to go. Wilshire looking for the three, didn't go. Peel and Lockhart, and Raiders going into the halftime. Breaking this first leg, 2 points up.
Yeah, you would certainly take that if you're a Plymouth Raiders player, Plymouth Raiders fan, or a member of the coaching team. You know, good finish there for Josh Wilshire, finishing the half on 10 points. Denzel Ubiaro, 9 points in the half, which is probably the best half of basketball that he's had all season. Dante Nicholas, quiet on 9, which is, you know, I say quiet in brackets right there, but he's also got 7 rebounds to go with it. So he's causing problems though. 7 fouls on Dante Nicholas, which is great because he leads the lead in free throws. So you've got every confidence that he's going to then score the basketball. Doing it for London Lions right now is Tab on 11, and the rest of it's pretty shared out. Lockhart on 6, Robinson very quiet for him on 6, and Bristol on 6. So what you've got to think about though, if you're London Lions going into this, is fouls. You're in a real problem here. You've got fouls going on every single player, with numerous guys already on free, and you're going to have to be very careful going into the third quarter.
They are indeed, but what a first half of basketball. The playoffs are back in pavilions for the first time since 2012-13, and don't you know it? And at half-time, Plymouth Raiders 45, London Lions 43. Welcome back to live basketball.tv and BBL YouTube for the BBL benecos Play-Offs. It's currently Plymouth Raiders 45, London Lions 43 here at Plymouth Pavilions. I've got Raiders coach Paul Nicholson beside me. Paul, it's a great first half. What can we expect from the second?
Hopefully a little bit more of the same from Plymouth and a little bit less of the same from London, and I'll be quite happy. But that's not going to happen.
Take your Raiders cap off.
No, to be honest with you, it's a great game. Raiders have really stepped up to the intensity. 5 minutes into the game, I was ready to go home. Raiders have stepped up. Lions are struggling on foul trouble right now, and home court advantage is really working for Plymouth. So if we get more of the same, we're going to end with a fantastic game.
So here we go again as Spencer, first points of the second half. Full to the Lions. Instantly tying the game up.
Yeah, I'm going to be very surprised if the third quarter is played with the same intensity as the second finished. But I think Plymouth need that intensity. They need to be able to get to the free throw line a few more times as well. Keep that run of fouls going for London Lions.
Ball battered away by Wilshere. Here's Hassan. Payne stepping back. Nothing doing, and Tab's there again.
Good stance there from Dante Nicholas, but Tab gets a friendly roll. And Lions are back in control of this first round playoff game.
Tab's always there as an outball, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's lightning fast. He's got great athleticism, gets to the hole real well. And to go on that, he's got a great touch around the basket.
Wilshere, great pass to Payne. It's lovely movement. Surely a foul. Nothing given.
Oh, you wouldn't have seen that on the camera right there, but Tab was holding Payne's foot as he tried to get off of the court. No one saw that there from the corner. A lot of people in the crowd did, though. He stopped Payne from coming back on defense by holding his ankle off the court. That was very, very naughty.
Wilshere finds Nicholas just about. Payne again. Hassan, great defensive work there from Bristol.
Yeah, struggling to get the shots he wants. Hassan Bristol's doing a pretty good job on the help line defense and guarding his guys down on the low block. He's a tough player to get shots over.
So Lions by 5. 2 minutes down in this third quarter. Dante Nicholas. Lions standing off of him again. Nicholas twisting and turning, drops in.
He always finds a way, Dante Nicholas. He always finds a way.
Spencer all the way around. Tap out to Spencer. Hassan picks it up. Raiders looking to gather some control back into this game. Josh Wilshere just does that. Another 3.
Yeah, tough screen from Zach Wells. Not allowing Spencer to get around the screen. And a real physical game right now.
Half a century each.
Robinson just loses man off the dribble right there. Nice, easy 2-point shot for him.
Just looks effortless for him. It really does. There's another guy looks effortless too. Dante Nicholas, and a wonderful pass into Hassan, who duly puts it away. Bad pass from Spencer. Dante Nicholas.
The
entire Pavilion's crowd behind him.
He leads the league in steals, and that's why he picks off the ball, gets easy transition looks.
The third quarter's picked up where it left off. Peels straight into Nicholas. Almost got it off of him. Robinson. Spencer trapped by Wilshire, finds a little bit of room. Back to Peel, 3 men around him, couldn't finish but drew the foul. What this game's done is really built up an atmosphere here at Pavilions. Both sides are really responding to it.
Yeah, this is a real competitive game right now. Physically, mentally, everything. This has it all. And if you're Plymouth Raiders, you're really going to want to go to London on either a tie game or a lead, because playing in London's tough, and they know that.
Peel, both shots good. 4 from him for today. Unlucky with the pass. Tab knocked it out.
Ref just getting everyone organised.
Hassan. Tab hustling, harassing him. It comes to Nicholas. Another one of those 3 attempts. Still can't go. Wells couldn't pick it up. It's going on a knife edge. Robinson checking, twisting, turning. Fouled. Spencer at the top, Raiders terribly just leaving him open. He's left open again. He's not going to miss twice, is he?
Yes, he is indeed, and he gets another foul coming in. So just a quick shout out to a former Raiders player giving me a little bit of grief on Twitter. Anthony Martin, thank you very much. I got your message. I know the game's not over in 5 minutes. I've watched you play. I've seen how you come back into a game. Don't you start giving me grief on Twitter, young man. Good to hear from you.
Nicholas. Biara in those bright yellow shoes. Speeding up, slowing down. Usha.
Oh, big block there. Here comes Spencer in transition.
The other line and fouling. Spencer took a really heavy fall there.
Yeah, he certainly did. It's not a friendly place to fall either. Right there, just off the court. Got a lot of work going on with the hoop. He seems okay. He's well enough to take his free throws, that's for sure.
Spencer hitting the first. And the second.
Lions really stepping up the game now. Spencer with a big free ball, doesn't fall. Put back goes in. And Lions again are taking control of this game. Every time Raiders push back into it, London Lions are just not letting the game go.
Dante
Here
Nicholas.
comes Tab.
Tab taking the ball off of him, just slowed down, and Peel.
Yeah, good spell here from London Lions. They're really pushing the intensity on defence. And with that, they are getting plenty of transition baskets.
What can the Raiders come up with to stop them? Dante Nicholas. So many times the Raiders' hero this season, fouled. It's another one on Peel, is it?
Very, very clever. Dante Nicholas drawing the fouls on the right players. It's going to put Peel on...
It's just a couple, but...
On 2 fouls? Oh, okay. I believe he was on more earlier, but I think I was mistaken in some confusion with the call earlier.
Jabalainen. Hassan. Nicholas at the top. It's not letting to shoot that time. Bounce away from UBR, was unlucky, and now the Lions in transition again with Spencer.
Spencer's having a real strong start to this quarter. He's causing some problems for the Plymouth Raiders.
8-point lead for the London Lions now.
No, fantastic job from London Lions. They're making sure the game doesn't get away from them. You know, every time Raiders are just knocking on the door. But like we said before, that intensity won't keep up. It won't keep up. Guys are going to get tired. Legs going to be tired. Mentally, you're going to get tired, and you can't kind of relax on London Lions because they're so dominant from different positions, and they're doing such a great job now of just grabbing this game and taking control of it.
Once again, we spoke about it in the first half. Raiders weren't going to let the lead get any more than this, really. I think double digits is pretty difficult to go to London and overturn that. Still plenty of time to go into this one. We saw what happened in the first half.
Yeah, we certainly did. You know, this game is up and down, stop and start. It's got a little bit of everything right now. You know, London Lions are in a lot of issues with fouls, and they've done a reasonable job of spreading that out between the team. It's going to be interesting how the rest of this quarter goes. With 4 minutes, if you're Plymouth Raiders, you want to go back to how you finished the second. You've got to keep it intense. You've got to start attacking the hoop. Start drawing a few more fouls, and you maybe put yourself in a better position.
Push it to Jabalainen. We're around the outside. UBRO. Hassan tried to grab it. It came off of the Raiders 22.
Yeah, Ubiaro's kind of cooled down a little bit from his spell in the first half from 9 points. Hasn't progressed on that yet, but he's got his work cut on the defensive end with Justin Robinson. But
look at that speed from Spencer. Cutting it to Tab.
That is the issue. You've got Spencer, you've got Robinson, you've got Tab. Quick as lightning, all three of them, and they're a real handful to guard.
Jabalainen to UBRO. Watching an interesting battle develop there between Jabalainen and Tab.
Draws another foul. That's only going to favour Plymouth Raiders again. We've talked about this before. It seems to be a real tactic of, well, especially Dante Nicholas's right now, is anyone who guards him is just struggling to even not foul him, or he scores.
11 fouls drawn for the game. And we're only 27 minutes in.
That's just playing smart. Just playing smart. Lions have got depth. They've got a great squad. They all work hard. They all capable of scoring the basketball. If you can get some of them off the court, why not? Make your life easier.
And Dante Nicholas putting down another 2 free throws. Bristol. Big shot coming in. Hassan rebounding. Raiders looking to go on the offense. Järveläinen stepping back, making it go. Järveläinen back within 5.
Yeah, big shot from Jonas Järveläinen.
Here's the important thing for the Raiders. Can they defend? Can they stop Lions making these points? Paul Gade.
Denzel trying to cover Justin Robinson. That's a hard task in itself. Robinson eyes him up, gets the pass inside.
Great play from the London Lions.
Yeah, can't argue with that at all. Fantastic ball movement from London Lions.
Dante Nicholas, another foul. And if that was tap, he's up to 2 as well.
They're rotating the guys that are going to guard Dante, and every time they put someone on him, he draws them onto fouls, and then they rotate to another guy. Then he gets put onto fouls. Credit to Dante. It's keeping the game tight. It's making it a bit of a messy affair at times, but it's working right now.
And that's what happens when you've got a guy like Dante Nicholas in your squad. And he puts away these free throws, 193 for the season before playoffs, and the next best, 159.
Wow, says it all right there. All right, here we go. London Lions now still in control of the game. Raiders have been knocking on the door, but here comes Robinson. Just
whenever
like a knife through butter. Nice and smooth, nice and easy. I'd say a hot knife through butter. Otherwise it's an absolute nightmare. That's a whole different story for another day.
Hassan backing in. And we're back himself usually from there.
Yeah, Hassan's having a tough time today. Like I said before, the defense on him right now on the inside is very, very strong from the Lions. They're doing a real job of keeping the BBL's top scorer from scoring. Yeah. Credit where it's credit due for the London Lions.
It's only 5 for Hassan today, but Dante Nicholas drawing another foul. Tab again, he's up to 3. Dante Nicholas, 13 fouls drawn now. I do wonder what the stat is for the most fouls drawn in a season.
I know a man who's listening will probably give me that answer very, very soon. Dan, where are you? We need you. I know you're on Twitter right now watching this game. How are we looking on fouls drawn? You must have that one in your back pocket somewhere.
Nicholas missing the second.
Yeah, here comes Spencer though. Got to be careful every time he slices to the basket.
Managed to grab it on the floor. Raiders ball.
Spencer's been a real live wire of this game. I think he's a big factor why London Lions are ahead today. He's had a great game. All you got to do is look at Spencer's stats. He's sitting on 12 points right there. You know, the percentage isn't great. Free throws he's 100%, so that, you know, can't get much better than that. Rebounds wise he's on 5, assists he's on 8. You know, he's having a great game right now, and he's a big part of this London team now.
Josh Wilshere no good that time. Chucking up an air ball.
Yeah, you've got to make your offenses count in a game like this.
50 to go in this third quarter. Paul Gade, big shot. Bounces away.
Every time there's a stop or a missed basket, Raiders have got to try and take advantage of this. Whether that's drawing another foul from someone, whether that's getting to the line or hitting a good shot. You don't want to rely on dud offenses.
UBR looking to speed up, just about found itself to Järveläinen.
Oh, nice move from Järveläinen.
Great play. Juke once, Juke twice. Puts it away, gain on Wilshere there, looked like it, and it was. Foul called. Raiders will get 2.
Yeah, shoulder to the chest there is... When you get caught in the wrong position, sometimes you may not be attending the foul, but there's nothing you can do about it.
I think that's what you get with the smaller guys sometimes as well. You just run into some of the bigger guys and it can look worse than it might be. Wilshere. Järveläinen. And that one's no good, but Raiders still in this contest, but the London Lions staying strong as we go into the fourth quarter. It's Plymouth Raiders 64, London Lions 68.
Yeah, no, what a game we've got here at Plymouth Pavilions. It's certainly an eye-opener.
Welcome back to live basketball.tv and BBL YouTube for the BBL benecos Play-Offs. Plymouth Raiders 64, London Lions 68. If you were watching throughout that time out that end of third quarter, you'd have seen Foxy going to do his usual dunk. The referee got in the way.
Oh, referee. Wrong place, wrong time. Now we've got a real game on our hands right here. Leading the way for Plymouth Raiders. Josh Wilder on 13 points. Dante Nicholas on 18. But Hassan is only on 5. So credit to the London Lions defense for doing a job there. Looking at the other end, Tab on 19. Justin Robinson on 10 and Spencer on 12. It's a real up and down game. And going into this fourth quarter, I don't see a winner just yet.
Okoro spinning. Fouled. Yeah, Rashad Hassan, first for field goal percentage in the league this season.
Yep.
Around about 63. Only at 16% today. And that's a credit to the London Lions and the defensive work they've put in.
Yeah, no, they've done a great job, and you would see him as a major threat. First in the league of scoring, first at field goal percentage. You got to stop that guy, and they've done just that.
Okoro falls short. And that one doesn't go either. The Raiders getting lucky there. Here's Wilshere. Nicholas from Hassan. Ubiaro found the gap. The athleticism of Denzel Ubiaro coming to the fore once again.
Great move from Denzel Ubiaro. You see Dante Nicholas with Tab on him. He had to bring in the double team because of the effect he's having so far in the game. And that's going to leave the likes of Denzel Ubiaro wide open to find the gaps he wants.
I believe he's just drawn a foul there as well. Dante Nicholas speaking to him, encouraging him. time for Brandon Beal to come back in.
Brandon Beal?
Brandon Beal. Brandon Beal. Brandon Beal coming back in the Lions number 22.
A new player.
9 points, 9 rebounds for him so far today.
Spencer been trying to keep Josh Wiltshire off the ball. A lot of stuff obviously run through him.
Nicholas, what a pass. Oh, Robinson fouls. That puts him up to 4.
Raiders are playing smart. They really are. Dante doesn't care who's he's matched up against in the post. He'll go and post anybody up and draw players in. As soon as he draws players into him, other guys are open. It's going to lead to something. If that's a score or a foul or anything, it's going to lead to something. And Raiders are really working hard on that right now.
Technical from Ubiaro. And levels the game. Raiders Crown respond. Robertson speeding up.
Yeah, good defense there from Plymouth Raiders. Technical foul called on McCauley. He's been lucky not to get a second. He needs to sit down very soon. I think if the referee didn't walk away then, he probably would have ended up with a technical number 2. Frustration showing from the Lions bench right now, and Plymouth Raiders need to take advantage of this.
Dante Nicholas, no trouble for him at all. I don't think he feels pressure. The Raiders in possession. Hassan in that post again. What can he do? Finally, it drops for him. Robinson tiptoeing his way through.
Yeah, great defense.
Ubiaro.
Another 2. Raiders up by 5, their biggest lead of the game.
Tell you what, Denzel Ubiaro's causing some real problems for the Lions offense right now. And Robinson seems to be getting frustrated.
Raiders continue to take advantage. Yavalainen. Ubiaro. Nicholas spins. Nothing doing that time for Sam Fowlin.
So this is a real interesting game in regards to the matchups, because Denzel Ubiaro is causing some huge problems, and he's playing tough defense, and he's just being a real pest right now to anyone he goes up against. And Spencer is probably the only one who's coped well with it so far for the London Lions, because Robinson's had some real problems today.
Foul called on the Raiders. Devontavious Payne coming back in. He's on 4 fouls. Paul James says, no, I want you in. Jonas Lavalainen takes another seat. Shakes his head, but the Raiders in a really good spot at the moment.
Yeah, Jonas is one of those players. He's very effective when he comes into the game. And I think sometimes you need to take him off to get the best out of him.
Brandon Peel 2 from 2. Tantalisingly close game, this one. Wilshire. Nicholas.
Silly pass there.
Didn't really choose an option. Payne just threw it into an area. Lockhart.
Peel taking it to the hole. He's got a nice touch around the basket, and you can see that from that shot.
That's a 6-0 run for the Lions, puts them back in the lead. Raiders need to respond. Foul on Peel. Up to 3.
And who was that foul on?
Oh, I don't know. Probably Dante.
If you were going to put your money on it being on anybody, it's going to be on Dante Nicholas.
It's 14 for the day for him. Yeah, Okoro just getting his side in. They need to keep their heads, need to keep their control.
And here you go, Javalainen back into the game. He's at his rest. He's coming back in. He'll be energized. He gets a real buzz of being told to sit down because he doesn't like it. He doesn't like being sat down. He doesn't like being substituted. So when he comes on, he normally makes a difference.
Here he is on the ball. Great pass to UBR, out to Payne, kicks it to Wilshire. It'll be lovely if it drops, rolls in and out. UBR tried to gather it again, and Peel did well just to get it to Spencer. Driving the shot clock, Lockhart. Spencer will have to drive off balance. And Wen didn't touch the rim, so the Raiders ball.
I have to say, nobody's keeping up with Spencer. I know he's missing shots, which is great, but he gets past players on the first step. So you've got to play some real team defense from stopping and getting to the basket. Now, how long now does Vince leave Justin Robinson on the bench? And that's the question, because he's a key part to this team.
The foul trouble that both sides are in, just making it slightly more interesting, giving it a slightly different dynamic as Payne puts that one down.
But you got to get to a stage in that fourth quarter where you got to ignore the foul trouble. You got to put your best bodies on the court and do what you got to do to get a result. Obviously, being a two-legged affair, it does change things a little bit. And I think Raiders, even if they lost this by a couple of single digits, they're going to come away the happier team, because they put on a real show against the #1 seed in the playoffs.
And they've given themselves a chance going into the second leg. Nicholas, Javalainen, Payne. No good for our ears, but the Raiders crowd really giving it some. Lockhart. Javalainen doing well defensively. Raiders unlucky.
He had to be careful there. He went up too high and Peel got the back door on him. And then he had to recover. And when he recovered, he got caught off in sort of no man's land down there. And Lions came away with a chance now to go to the free throw line. (78-77). Lions with another chance to pull level.
It's up with a couple of drops, and there's now 78 apiece. 5 to go. Spencer knocked down by Wilshire. His Payne doesn't go.
Yeah, that's Payne's spot as well. So see if Lions now can take advantage of this. Robinson's had a seat for a while. See if he comes back in with a burst of energy. Peel misses one, but big solid rebound from the big man. And that makes a huge difference for London Lions. Having that size inside, easy rebound, kicks it back out to the open shot. Robinson doing what he does.
Nicholas was falling over. That's got to be a foul, surely. That's 5 for Robinson, isn't it?
I'm going to have to say that was a foul, but it was sold to the referee a little bit more than probably it needed to be.
I believe so. I mean,
but Dante Nicholas was just making a point and saying, "Hey, look, see, told you he fouled me. He fouled me."
That's big. That's big for the Raiders for the last, best part of 4 minutes.
It certainly is. Having Robinson off the court, it does make a big difference to the Lions team and how they run stuff. But saying that, Spencer running the point's done a great job. He's having a really good game. He doesn't have the same sort of game knowledge as Robinson. He doesn't have the same vision as him, but he can score the ball well. He's quick as lightning. He can get to the hoop. He can draw fouls. With 3:48 to go, I'll be okay with Spencer in the game running that sort of instead of Robinson. It will be an impact, but Lions have depth.
Hey, Spencer's...
And that is a key point.
Spencer's leading assists today. He's got 8. He's got 12 points and 5 rebounds. He's certainly...
Oh no, he's doing a standout job. He's one of those guys that you could tune in one week to the results and the stats, and you can see Spencer having an okay game, done pretty well. You can tune in the next week, and he's knocked down 30 points. He's one of those guys. He's certainly not to be taken lightly.
The other line, and it's got to be a foul as well, isn't it?
No, jump ball. 6 pairs of hands on that basketball.
Vince McCauley's got to be careful again. He's wiping his finger.
The jump ball arrow is going in Raiders' favour. I believe that should be a London ball. I believe that should be a London ball. And I think... Has it been turned around?
Technical on Järveläinen for slamming the ball down.
So technical on Järveläinen.
But I think it will be it seems to be a Raiders ball. Wilshire's waiting for the possession on the left out of picture.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're Raiders, you're just going to get that basketball in bounds. But the fact that you've got the members of the crowd from the London fans trying to shout at the referee, you got Vince McCauley having a conversation with him. There's got to be a point where you've just got to get on with it. That is 78-82. Lions in control right now. They want to extend the lead, so you can see where the passion's coming from.
Playing pen a 1-2 with Wilshere, Dante Nicholas, and again fouled, draws the foul, makes the 2. 16 fouls on him. 16.
That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. But he's got a basketball brain. He's got a basketball brain. But he hustles. He missed a shot. He grabbed his own rebound and he caught it in a place. And what you've got to be looking at, if you're the Lions right now, why weren't Bristol, why weren't Peel getting those rebounds? They were in front of him. They're taller than him. They've got bigger wingspan regards to their arms, but Dante's just hustling.
It's that buzzword, hustle. And he's got all of that, Dante Nicholas. But his tab. Bristol. Lockhart. Peel.
Nice little play there from Bristol. Straight from the coach's clipboard, that one.
81-84. Just over 3 to go. Nicholas feeling pain, might have gone for the shot. And Dante Nicholas steps back. Can he finally make a 3 today? He can't. Raiders get it back. Hassan wasn't anticipating the pass. Payne trying to defend.
Nice transition basketball there from London Lions.
Great play from the Lions,
Yes.
clinical.
Straight from A to B. Extending that lead. I think Dante Nicholas in that last play, he tried to fake Bristol and Bristol just didn't move. He didn't move. And really Dante could have gone up to the hoop, but he already had his head that the fake was going to go. He was going to hand it off, and you know, but then for Lions, just a long court pass, boom, straight down the other end, easy basket.
In Dante Nicholas' defence, he's made 2 triple doubles already this season, and he's on 22 points, 9 rebounds, but he's only on 4 assists, so he's just looking to get that count up a bit.
Yeah, maybe he was, maybe he was. So 81-86, you know, as an organisation, as a fan base, everything else, I think Raiders are still, even though they're down, are going to be the happiest of the 2 teams, especially after that lead in the first 5 minutes that London went on. The fact that Raiders have caught that up, they've taken the lead, they've lost the lead, they've taken the lead, they lost the lead. 2:47 to go. There's going to be no slowing of the game going on right now. It's all about Raiders trying to catch up and take a small lead, and it's going to be about Lions trying to extend the lead.
Here come the Raiders again. With Josh Wilshere.
That's a tough pass to make, but he's hustled it back. That's how you make up for your mistakes. That is how you make up for your mistakes. 3-point game.
Peels. Thrust it back into Nicholas. No foul call, and Nicholas just putting an arm in.
Yeah, Peel's making it known that he got away with that one, and he's clapping in Dante's face, and I don't think Dante's too worried. He's not the one sitting in foul trouble right now. Peel with a chance to extend the lead, and that's all important. So they can extend this going into the game tomorrow at home. They put themselves still as the favourites, if I'm honest with you. If you look at the league standings, they are the favourites. They won the league. They lost 6 games all season. But I can tell you now, Raiders will not make this easy for them, and they've shown that today.
UBR doing well against Peel, Nicholas, Wilshere. Ubiaro,
Nice
great
pass
pass.
for Denzel Ubiaro.
Devontae Payne picking it back up again, keeping the Raiders within touch.
Just a foul called then on Dante Nicholas, and he's got to be careful right now. He's got to be careful because he's getting wound up, and what you don't want to be doing is getting yourself a technical in a close game like this. You're not necessarily playing for the win today. You're just playing to score as many as you can and stop them, because you've got a chance next game to make up for any mistakes that's gone your way. So
that's Dante Nicholas out of the game.
Dante's going to sit down. He's had a great game today. He wouldn't have wanted that foul. Lions fans will be delighted right now with 1:39 to go. They want to try and build this again.
Just another game going on at the moment. Leicester Riders 32, Cheshire Phoenix 31. The Leicester Riders up by 9 overall at the moment in that one. Looking to go through to the next round. Peel making those shots count. Lions up by 6. By 5 rather. Scoreboard just deceiving me. We'll foul on the Lions. Josh Wilson makes them count. 1:30 left to go in this one. That's a peel. Still to Spencer, back to Bristol. Yeah.
Nearly game time this evening, Rock fans. Mind you, tonight we're trying to bring the noise for the Rocks, trying to bring the noise for the Rocks this evening at the arena. Every season that has tonight has been allocated.
Solid game today. He's done a great job on defense. He's not their main go-to guy to score, and you know he hasn't lit up the floor with scoring, but he's put it in when it's needed. He's grabbed big rebounds, but most. Bay.
Wilshire, number 2, back within 3. It's going to be a close game up there and to take up there to London tomorrow.
It certainly is, and what the players have got to remember here on both teams, the end of this game is really it's half time, so you know, play it out, try and board, whether you're losing, whether you're winning right now, you've got to get scores.
Another big 3 there from Brandon Peel.
You know, watching some of the playoffs games just yesterday, there were teams who were closing out the game, and they were fouling teams like they would do if it was just one game towards the end of it, trying to drag guys to the free throw so they could get possession back. But you're fouling guys. You're given the opportunity to score 2 more points, and you run the risk of you not actually getting a basket and the lead being extended. So you've got to be careful here. This is half time. Don't do anything that you wouldn't do. Second quarter, you know, finish the game out.
It is a strange psyche, I guess, the players are going to have on the court in that sense.
Yeah, it's strange for the fans, it's strange for the players. I'm not necessarily a big believer in how this works, like an aggregate score like you do in football. It doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't sit well with me, but it does cause a good atmosphere in games, because you can't deny it. You got 2 games. You could win 1 by 10. You could lose 1 by 11. Well, really, that's 2 games. That's a game each. That should be a game each, but aggregate score kicks you out. But hey, that's how it works here.
That is how it works.
30 seconds on the clock. Raiders could probably look to get at least 2 more possessions, I would have thought, from this. If they can get 2 scores on there, it puts them in a better place.
Maybe not.
No, maybe they're looking like they're going to try for the 1 and get a stop, keeping the score a little bit closer than it needs to be. Hassan with a big shot. That counts. See, that certainly helps right now.
Wasn't expecting Hassan to chop that in.
No, he's just been desperate. Has done such a job on him on defense. He's going to take advantage of that, that's for sure. But 10 seconds to go right now. It's important that for Raiders they get a stop, and I think it's really, really important for London nonetheless to push on and get a score.
Players to your benches, please. Players to your benches, please.
It is indeed, but with 10 seconds to go, you've got to say the Raiders would have taken this with near the end of this game. Taking it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, prior to our player introductions this evening, please welcome to the court the ARD Consultancies.
Single-digit deficit to London
100%
isn't a bad thing.
100%. I think any team in the BBL would. London have been that dominant this year, and not many people have been stood in their way on the course of their journey. So to sit there 91-95, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, with the first seed against the 8th seed. I'm sure Raiders will be coming away from this going, actually, do you know what, fellas, we probably could have won that game. And I'm sure London are actually going to go away a little bit disappointed and say, do you know what, we came here, we should have carried on the momentum in the first quarter. But that's the beauty of basketball. Icing on the cake for Raiders right now is a quick stop in the basket. But it's not to be. It's going to be Brandon Peel going to shoot 2 free throws. So it's going to give Raiders the opportunity to score the last possession of the game.
I'm not sure Paul James would have wanted that though.
No, I think like I said, a stop in the basket would have been good, and he just overplayed the defense a little bit there. Forces Peel to the line. He's a solid free throw shooter, so I would expect both of these to go in. But with 9 seconds to go, it does give Raiders the opportunity to just claw it back a little bit again.
No, there'll be no dribbling out today.
There certainly will not.
Josh Wilshire, Järvelainen, that's really deep, that's not going to go. Ladarius, tab! Can't make that one go, but still incredibly close. Going back to London, 91-97.
Yeah, do you know what? I think it was the wrong option, that 3-point shot towards the end. But look, it is what it is. Here we are. We've still got a game to go. This is officially half time in this game. And all you can ask from the 8th seed playing the first seed is, are we still in the position tomorrow to go to the semi-finals of the playoffs? Yes, we are. So I think a great job from Plymouth Raiders and a great job from London Lions. You know, they showed why today they are the top team, because all those fouls, all the things that didn't go their way. Justin Robertson didn't get going until the second half, but they still clawed out a victory. So hats off to London.
They did indeed. One game to bring to you tomorrow on livebasketball.tv, and it will be the return leg of this fixture. The Raiders travelling up to London. I assume both sides will travel up tonight.
Well, I believe London are heading back tonight to sleep in their own beds, and I believe Plymouth are doing the same. They're gonna stay here today, by the looks of it.
Do you think that could give Raiders a little bit more of an advantage? Just, get back, relax.
Honestly, I don't think it matters.
No?
I don't think it makes no difference. Me personally, I'd rather sleep in my own bed. But hey, that's just me. Look, it's been a fantastic game.
It has indeed.
Looking forward to watching the game tomorrow. This tie certainly isn't over yet.
So an incredibly exciting game here at Pavilions, and it's London Lions to take the advantage back home for the game tomorrow at full time. Plymouth Raiders 91, London Lions 97.
Quarter-finals of the benecos BBL Play-Offs right here on BBC Sports, and it's the Glasgow Rocks hosting the London City Royals. Yes, welcome, Mark Woods with you.